conversation when I was born.
I know, but well, white men definitely feel like they're entitled to talk over me. They definitely feel like they're entitled to kind of minimalize my experiences, and they definitely feel like they are somehow exempt.
Hold on. When people talk over people, it's not an entitlement thing. They just do it. They just interrupt you. It's not, oh, I feel like I'm entitled to interrupt you, or I'm just gonna do this on purpose. It just sometimes when you having a conversation, I do this a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I interrupt the fuck out of people. I don't do it on purpose, but it's just something that happens. Like you don't say, oh, I'm gonna interrupt this motherfucker 2 minutes into the conversation, 30 words in. Like that shit don't happen like that. That shit just happens. So for you to say people feel like they're entitled, or white people feel like they're entitled to interrupt you, that's some bullshit. What's poppin', YouTube? We back with another reaction video, you dig? Today we reacting to Social Justice Warriors versus Logic Thug Life Compilation 3. I did number 2 already, so this number 3. Yeah, we're gonna waste some more time. We're gonna get right to the video. Oh, what the fuck did I push? I pushed mute.
So, in the very rare case where a leftist uses evidence, logic, and empiricism,
Okay, hold on. Be a little bit unbiased right now. Some people on the left do use logic sometimes. Like the right ain't the only people that use logic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the left seem like they more feelings based, but people on the left do use logic. It is some good people on the left and some smart people on the left that do got some good points and have statistics. So you can't just say people on the left. You should say some people on the left.
Like statistics they propose.
Who is it and when has it happened ever?
Nigga, get out of here. Just because nigga can't say to people don't mean it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just in the atmosphere of the internet and all the stuff like videos like this, they don't really show the people like that. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? But it is some people. I seen the videos.
You make a lot of good points about the censoriousness of the left and the outrageous things that's happening on US campuses now, where they are just shutting down debate and banning people and calling anyone they disagree with a fascist. But I guess it sort of gets undermined when you unleash these kind of primal forces that we're seeing in politics now.
Break. If I were to say that feminists are fat and ugly, which by the way most of them are, then I would.
That nigga ain't shit.
I was gonna say that I feel like it's incredibly patronizing for you to paint these questions this way, especially as a white man. I don't expect you to be able to understand what people of color are actually saying.
So, being a white man doesn't prevent me from being able to think, and doesn't prevent me from being able to have reasoned perspectives on things. I didn't give up my right to be able to have an intellectual conversation when I was born.
I know, but white men definitely feel like they're entitled to talk over me. They definitely feel like they're entitled to kind of minimalize my experiences, and they definitely feel like they are somehow exempt.
Hold on. When people talk over people, it's not an entitlement thing. They just do it. They just interrupt you. It's not, oh, I feel like I'm entitled to interrupt you, or I'm just gonna do this on purpose. It just sometimes when you having a conversation, I do this a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I interrupt the fuck out of people. I don't do it on purpose, but it's just something that happens. Like you don't say, oh, I'm gonna interrupt this motherfucker 2 minutes into the conversation, 30 words in. Like that shit don't happen like that. That shit just happens. So for you to say people feel like they're entitled, or white people feel like they're entitled to interrupt you, that's some bullshit.
And so logical compared to women who are painted as emotional, right?
You are
no
emotional.
One's minimalizing your experiences. No one's minimalizing your right to have an opinion. It's just a stupid opinion.
Yeah. People get mad when they got some dumbass opinions or say some dumbass shit. Like, oh, you're minimizing. Well, that shit was stupid. Just point blank and period. I don't know what she said, but that shit, I hate people that do dumbass shit like that.
It's going to be impossible for future historians to understand what happened on the American campus this decade. We have campuses across the country. You have armies of... Let's use our quiet voices, please.
Oh, her fat ass.
Stop acting like a child, and I will.
It killed me with this shit right here.
Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned. But it always goes back to that old adage: sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
Peter,
No, that's just obnoxious.
Peter,
Sorry, you have to give me a chance to respond to that. That is ridiculous.
She was hot. He did that on purpose. That nigga want that reaction because you know the saying don't go like that. That nigga funny as fuck for that.
Jordan, let me read this tweet to you and I'll get you to respond to it because I think it's instructive of the conversation that just took place between the two of you. Can someone please explain to Jordan B. Peterson that there's a difference between freedom of speech and freedom from consequence? Do you agree there's a difference?
Well, certainly there's a difference.
And are you prepared to suffer the consequences that society may deem you need to suffer because of your views?
Yes, I'm prepared to do that.
What does that entail?
Are you open to learning?
Well, hang
That's
on.
not the question.
Hang on, that wasn't the question. That's right.
Yeah, nigga.
Well, so what am I willing to do? Well, I think that the Ontario Human Rights Tribunal is probably obligated by their own tangled web to bring me in front of it. If they find me, I won't pay it. If they put me in jail, I'll go on hunger strike. I'm not doing this. That's that. I'm not using the words that other people require me to use, especially if they're made up by radical left-wing ideologues.
Exactly. Ain't nobody scared of you niggas. Fucking use your stupid ass pronouns and words.
How do you say that some people don't have privilege when you basically just said that trans people aren't valid? They're not a thing. They're just girls pretending to be boys or boys pretending to be girls.
Okay. The idea that sex or gender are malleable is not true. Okay, and I'm not denying your humanity if you're a transgender person. I am saying that you are not the sex to which you claim to be. You're still a human being, and you're a human being with an issue that I wish you Godspeed in dealing with in whatever way you see fit. But if you are going to dictate to me that I'm supposed to pretend that men are women and women are men, no. My answer is no. I'm not going to modify basic biology because it threatens your subjective sense of what you are.
John Roberts, go ahead, John. No. John Roberts, go ahead. CNN's fake news. I don't take questions.
CNN fake news. I don't take questions.
CNN is fake news. I don't take questions from CNN. John Roberts of Fox.
Jay fake news.
Let's go to a real network.
Brexit is an amazing opportunity for Australia. I think the likelihood is we will end up dealing with Britain on the basis of an old friend as a trading partner. We know them, they know us. I think we'll both benefit enormously from additional trade. I also think it has the potential to benefit Europe because Europe will look at what Britain is doing and become envious and say, well, look, if Britain can do all that, trade with Australia and other countries with which Britain negotiates free trade agreements, why can't we do that too? They've been negotiating a free trade agreement with the United States for I think it's the last 20 years, and it's just logjam. It's not going anywhere. I think all of a sudden they will realise what a bunch of dicks they've been. What a bunch of dicks they've been.
What a bunch of dicks they've been.
Start dealing with the rest of the world in a sensible fashion.
I didn't know what the fuck. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know what that nigga was talking about. I was kind of bored when he was talking.
I would say that anybody with more than a cursory knowledge of 20th century history who dares to claim simultaneously that they have compassion for the downtrodden and that they're Marxists are revealing either an ignorance of history that's so astounding that it's actually a form of miracle, or a kind of malevolence that's so reprehensible that it's almost unspeakable. Because we already ran the equity experiment over the course of the 20th century. We already know what the Marxist doctrines have done for oppressed people all around the world, and the answer to that mostly was imprison, enslave, imprison them, enslave them, work them to death, or execute them. And as far as I can tell, that's not precisely commensurate with any message of compassion. Sorry, tried that, didn't work. We got 100 million corpses to prove it, and that's plenty for me. And if it's not enough for you, well, then you should do some serious thinking, either about your historical knowledge or about your moral character.
Every time. That's why they don't like him. Every time.
It's very clear to me that the most toxic form that religion takes is the Islamic form. The horrible idea of wanting to end up with Sharia, with a religion governed.
I mean, every Muslim ain't fucking terrible, bro. I hate when they do that shit. Just put the whole fucking religion in this fucking box and say, oh, everybody in religion is fucking a monster. No, it's a motherfucker. Everybody that's Islamic ain't fucking a terrorist. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't like that shit, bro.
State of religious law, and that the best means of getting there is jihad, holy war, and that Muslims have a special right to feel aggrieved enough to demand this. I think is absolute obscene wickedness, and I think their religion is nonsense. And
in its entirety.
In its entirety.
Come on, bro.
The idea of God speaks to some illiterate merchant warlord in Arabia, and he's able to write this down perfectly, and it contains the answers to all you. Don't waste my time. It's bullshit.
But what you say about Christianity? Like, didn't God tell people stuff? Christians, the people that in the Bible, the Christian Bible, the Holy Bible, didn't God tell people stuff? They wrote it down. Like, bro, shut up, nigga. That was weak as fuck. Shut your dumb ass up, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Nigga just want to be an asshole, bro. Don't be no, bro. I hate niggas that just want to be an asshole just to be an asshole. Fuck you, nigga. You can't stop doing that. People need to stop doing that. Telling people, putting everybody in this box. Like, everybody not in that box, bro. Everybody don't see that. Everybody that's Islamic don't see everything the same way. Punk ass nigga, fuck you. I'm ranting at the end, but hey, sending that video, it's a few shit not in there I ain't like, but for the most part, that shit was cool. Feel me? But hey, you see this up? You see this right up there? Tap that. Tap that. That's some more reaction videos. That's the playlist of all the reaction videos right there. If you want to see some more. And over there, it's a video right there, and right there, it's a video right. It's right there. Just tap it. Just tap the button. All you gotta do is see the mouse. Just go like that. Just take the mouse and go like that. And down here, it's a buttons too. It's a subscribe button somewhere over there. It's a like button somewhere over there. And it's a notification bell. Just go boop, boop, boop. And also do this. Something legit. Do this. Tap that comment section. And just type random shit. I don't give a fuck. Just type random shit. But hey, that's the end of the video. We out. Peace.